Welcome to Millennial Media, where we highlight the media skills and accomplishments of local high school students. Today, we'll be talking to two seniors from Francis Howell High School. Hi, I'm your host, Bree McLemore, and this is Millennial Media. Today I'm here with Kane Katubig and Alyssa Juris from Francis Howell High School. Both Kane and Alyssa are award-winning contributors of the Viking Report at Francis Howell.
Thanks for having us, Bree.
Yeah, welcome.
Oh, thank you very much.
All right, so tell me exactly what you do there at the Viking Report.
Well, we tell the story of the student life in Francis Howell.
Usually I'm in front of the camera hosting and Kane is behind the camera directing. And there's about 6 of us who are involved.
Yeah? Okay, so what do you like hosting, or would you rather be behind the camera?
I usually write the scripts for us, and he's more of the editing and the computer guy. I'm not very good behind the computer and camera, so.
It usually takes us about a month or two to put out a single Viking report.
Really?
Yeah.
So the post-production takes a lot?
Post-production is about 2 nights for me.
Really?
But they just started making or editing their own stories. So that's a lot of stress off my shoulders.
Yeah.
But usually all the work goes into pre-production.
Really?
And, yeah.
Oh, okay.
So.
That's awesome. So you like writing scripts? That's your thing?
Yeah, I enjoy writing a lot, and I enjoy, actually, after learning how to edit, I really enjoyed picking that up and getting my hands on that.
That's
but I'm
good.
Still learning, so.
Yeah? And what editing system do you guys use?
I use Premiere and After Effects.
Yeah, I use Premiere. That's what I just learned how to use.
Really?
You use, what do you use? Movie Maker?
Yeah.
Makes it kind of hard
Hey, we
for
all
me.
use it. I use iMovie sometimes for projects here,
yeah.
so I understand. But what else do you guys like to do besides the Viking Report? Do you do something outside? I think you guys did some stuff with the yearbook.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
I'm the website and social media editor this year, so I produce what goes on the web and kind of distribute all the different web articles and keep our social media up to date.
That's good. Do you actually have people following you and like talking to you and adding you on stuff?
Oh, yeah. We have a Twitter and a Facebook. And Instagram we had, but we didn't have as much of a draw, so we mainly focus on Twitter, and that's where we get our most impressions.
Really well.
Yeah.
So our publications classes, like, we all are linked together, so we got yearbook and the Viking Report.
Newspaper.
Yeah, and you guys have won plenty of awards, so tell me about those, and tell me, did you guys go to the award ceremony and actually receive them?
Back in LA, we did not get to go to the awards ceremony. I think we flew out that morning.
Really? Oh, okay. But when you found out you got them, how did it feel?
It was awesome. I don't think we were really expecting it. We kind of just, whenever we started the Viking Report, both of us were just passionate and working with the camera and seeing what we could do. And we kind of just started it for fun. We didn't really have any.
That's cool.
Yeah, we didn't have any expectations going in, but I think when we won, we all kind of, like, that drawed more Viking reporters to it. So the better content was after we won the award. It was kind of cool.
Yeah, and what awards exactly did you win?
We won the CSPA for the state at Mizzou at J-Day, and I think it was in April last year. And then whenever we were out at LA at the journalism convention, we won. What did we place? 9th?
9th, I think. Yeah, we just made the top 10.
So
yeah, in the nation?
Yeah.
Congratulations. That's really cool.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Yeah,
we had a good time.
So how is the Viking Report going right now? You guys were telling me about it earlier.
So we have slowed down a little bit.
Yeah.
A lot of our Viking reporters, I think 2 of them have graduated.
Oh, okay.
So we're kind of coming back from that, and we're teaching new people how to edit and how to do pre-production, post-production, that kind of stuff.
How's that teaching feeling? Does it feel good?
No.
Or you're like, I don't know what I'm doing?
We already kind of spent like the whole my junior year like teaching for people how to do it.
Yeah.
So like doing it again, it's a little faster. It's just I don't favor it. It's not
really.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. Some people like to teach. Some people don't.
Yeah.
Some people. You know, feel like they're not doing the best they can, or they're like, I'll just do it. You know? That's how my mother is, so she's the same way. But do you think they'll do the same thing you guys? Will leave a legacy and like be able to win some awards too?
I hope so. I think we have a couple that are really passionate and excited about getting their hands on the camera, but I think so.
Yeah, I really hope so. Just because we spent a lot of time our first year in publications on that one show, so for it to, if it does drop off, it's like, that's okay, but we did have a good go, I mean.
Yeah.
But I'm hoping to, Jake Conrad, I feel like he's going to be the editor for next year.
Really?
Yeah, podcast editor.
Yeah, are you proud of him? I'm guessing it seems like you guys are like, Jake's got this.
Yeah. He's a character in himself.
Really?
Oh,
That's good. Because most editors I know, they don't like to talk. So that's good that he's a character and he has passion for it too. So what are you guys wanting to do after you graduate?
I'm hoping to head out and continue my path in journalism. I'm looking more towards public relations and communications with a marketing
It's a
degree.
good major.
Yeah.
You'd be really good at marketing.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
I've always wanted to do cinematography.
Oh, so good.
Oh yeah, it's the dream for me. But I'm thinking about going to Webster for 2 years, and then hopefully I can venture out to California or New York.
Really?
Yeah, USC or Emerson, something like that.
Yeah. All right, let's check out one of the videos you worked on.
Drama teacher Charles Mueller took his final bow after directing the 25th annual Putnam County Spelling Bee April 16th.
Over the past 30 years, Mueller has had an impact on hundreds of children in and outside the classroom.
Well, I began teaching at Francis Howell in 1986. The first play that we put on was Our Town in 2003, the first play that I was a part of.
Intelligent, witty, and compassionate are just a few attributes students adore about Mueller.
He's got little things that go on in his mind that he knows about that nobody else knows about, like old songs and puns that nobody understands.
But he's just like, his sense of humor is like hilarious, and there's a lot of moments of him just being naturally funny.
I'm going to miss waking up at 5 o'clock every morning, and the lack of traffic between here and my home that makes the trip here so smooth every morning and peaceful. I'll miss that.
After taking over the theater department 13 years ago, Mueller has directed over 30 plays in the Limelight Theater.
It always makes you feel good when the students do a good job.
Him retiring, to me, it's like Francis Howell is losing a national treasure.
I will miss how he has, I don't know what's to come next year.
Signing off for the Viking Report, this has been Alyssa Juris.
Besides Mueller, we would like to wish a happy retirement to Kate Sesnick, Gene Vinarski, Jim Huffman, and Denny Shear. This has been the Viking Report. I'm Quentin White. I'd like to thank Kane Katubig, Miss Dunaway, and the rest of the publication staff. Thank you for having me, and have a nice day, Francis Howell.
Grab yourself a beverage or hop if you want to just bounce to my leverage. The evidence, as they say, is in the pudding. So show me the money like my name was Cuba Gooding. It ain't fool's gold, it's gold, fool. Can't stop, won't stop, keeping it old school. So cool. Big Spoon is my nom's a plume. I keep it popping like a needle in a new balloon. And if you don't know by now, then you need more schooling. Let loose, kid, get stupid. Got more flavor than I know what to do. It's to get your hands up if you're part of the movement and bump to the baseline. I made it rock before your phone had FaceTime. Yes, sirree, you know my steez. I stay fresh to death like I'm drowning in Febreze.
Wow, that was really heartwarming. So tell me about Mr. Mueller.
Yeah, so Charles Mueller, he was he started the drama department for Francis Howell High School.
Cool.
And I think he was there for 30 years. So he just ended at his 31st year. And I actually got the chance to have him as my drama teacher freshman year, and I took his speech classes, and he was a really great guy, and I learned a lot from him. And I had a good time working on that just because I got the chance to actually have him.
Yeah.
And being able to talk to all the different students that he impacted was very inspirational.
Yeah, it was really cute seeing how all the kids really loved him. So he was a really well-liked teacher there, right?
Yeah, he was a really well-liked teacher. He had a great sense of humor, and he was very different. His thoughts were, very dry humor. So
oh, it's okay. That's the best
funny.
kind. That's the kind of humor you would expect from a drama teacher most of the time. But that's really cool. And did he know about the video being made for him? Did you guys show him after? Or?
Yeah, I kind of warned him up front. I was like, hey, is this okay if I make this? And Yeah, he was good with it.
And he knew all the kids were talking about him?
No, he did not know
that's
that.
so cute.
He just knew he was getting interviewed because I interviewed him during one of his speech classes, but he had a good time with it.
That's really cool. And Kane, tell me about your PSA. That was really powerful.
Thank you. So I spent 2 months writing it. That was, I put out like an ad on Twitter asking if anyone wanted to work on it. I only got like 1 reply. But I got my actors from the theater department because I was in actor studio, you know, a class. But so that took a long time to write. A lot of emotions went through that, and I warned my parents, I'm like, I'm not depressed, but like it's gonna look like I'm depressed, like when you watch this video. And so when I got my people, it was Dane Lester and Austin Valenti. We got them to my house and we filmed. It took about 2 hours, and yeah, they worked really well.
Really?
But it's been a really fun ride.
Yeah.
And Friday, January 27th, we're going to the Busch Stadium for an award ceremony.
Really?
Yeah.
For the PSA? That's amazing.
We recently entered it into the Walgreens Expression Challenge, which is just St. Louis, and it's 3 formats. Media, which is me, writing, and I think drawing.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Well, congratulations. I'm sure you're going to win plenty of awards.
Oh, thank you.
He also took home Superior at Indianapolis this past
Well,
November.
congratulations.
Yeah,
you guys are just so talented. That's so cool. I'm glad I
Thank you.
got you guys on the show. All right. Well, we have another video that's Kane's favorite. Let's watch.
What are you doing? There's still time. You're my friend. You're supposed to help me. You're my friend. You're supposed to help me. Pick up your phone, please. Please help me. Come on. There's still time.
Wow, that was powerful, Kane. Thank you so much for sharing. And thanks to Alyssa as well. We're going to take a short break. When we return, we'll hear from their instructor, Michele Dunaway. We'll be right back.
Taking care of a family member can lead to plenty of questions. Fortunately, there's a place to get the answers, for them and for you. Find articles, tips, and tools from experts and others who have been in your place. The Caregiving Resource Center at aarp.org/caregiving.
It's a short ride from your neighborhood to your naturehood. Find fun activities to do, like boating and biking, or camping and hiking, plus much more. To find a neighborhood park or green space near you, visit discovertheforest.org.
Water. There's so many ways you can describe it. Water is beautiful. It's cleansing. It's versatile. It's fun. Water is life. But Water is not unlimited. Conserve water.
Welcome back. We are here with English and journalism instructor Michele Dunaway. Thanks for joining us, Michele.
Thanks, Bree, for having me.
And so tell me what you do at Francis Howell.
I am the English and journalism teacher at Francis Howell. I advise all the publications. I do the broadcast, the yearbook, the newspaper, the social media, and the web.
Wow, that's a whole lot of stuff.
Yes, it actually is, but it's a whole lot of fun.
Really? Mm-hmm. What's your favorite part of it?
I actually have to say that I like all of the publications equally, although yearbook is the bread and butter, and that's what drives the program. So the yearbook is kind of my baby. We are working on what should be our 10th All-American yearbook, and we're going to enter the Hall of Fame for the National Scholastic Press Association, hopefully at the Dallas Convention in November.
Oh, are you going to take your students there?
Yes.
That's amazing.
My students have been to San Francisco, Boston, Washington, D.C. twice. So we usually try and travel 1 to 2 times a year.
So tell me about Kane and Alyssa.
Well, I love them both dearly. So I'm saying that on camera so that when they hear it, they believe me. They work really hard. I'm very proud of them. A superior at the National Journalism Convention they're very, very rare. And I think our program has had, I want to say probably 5 over the course of the time. And so they get this beautiful medal that they get to wear at graduation if they so choose.
That's wonderful.
Like I said, so it's really cool to have a superior. Kane was the only one in broadcast PSA, and I believe Alyssa was only 2 in her category, which she won the superior, and it was a yearbook copy caption category that she was entered, which basically means you go in, they give you a fact sheet, and you just have to basically write a story, write the headline, write the subheadline, and write 3 captions as well. So
wow, that's amazing.
In 2 hours.
In 2 hours?
Yes.
Like timed, or is it just like
no? It's timed.
It's timed. Wow. Well, good for her. I
Yes.
couldn't do that. So, do you think the yearbook at your school is like highly recommended for everybody? Like everybody gets them because of how good quality it is?
Our yearbook is definitely consistent in sales. We sell, to pretty much 70% of our population, and which is actually pretty high in yearbook land. And I think so. One of the reasons is we really work to get our buyers in 2 to 3 times. If you buy the yearbook, you're in the yearbook. That's something we work very hard at doing. We also really promote the diversity of our student body in our yearbook. So it's not like you're just going to open a yearbook and see, well, these are all the popular kids. You will see everybody from all walks of life in Francis Howell's yearbook, and we take real pride in that.
Yeah, a lot of yearbooks lack with that. I know my high school yearbook, a lot of the popular kids, and you'd have to like film through the book to see if you were in it, which was only like your yearbook picture.
In fact, we told Kane that he's already banned from the yearbook because he's been in there so many times. And Kane was actually prom king, and so he's of course in the picture. And the yearbook editor actually this year was the prom queen. And I'm like, well, you understand now you're kind of banned everywhere else.
Yeah, you can't be in it anymore.
Unless you're like on my yearbook editor Shelby is also a golden girl. I'm like, well, you'll be on that page, but otherwise. No.
Yeah, I can't have favoritism.
And we actually do tell the members of the staff, you're going to be in there, we'll make sure you're in there, but at the same time, you don't get to put yourself everywhere all over the book.
Of course. Do you feel like you're sending them off well prepared then?
I think so. One of the things that I always tell students, as I said, I would suggest if you're interested in any kind of journalism, because it is such a competitive field. I mean, it really is truly a competitive field. Mizzou is one of the good journalism programs. Lindenwood's a good journalism program. You have all these great journalism programs. So your program is going to be great, but the point is that the students that walk into those programs coming off their high school staffs already are way ahead of the person that just goes, I think I want to be a journalist, but I've never taken a media class. You're going to play catch up. It's like trying to walk onto, the New England Patriots football team and go, but I've never even picked up a football. It's you're going to have a real uphill battle. It's not impossible, but you're going to struggle a little bit. So journalism 1 and 2 a lot of times are boot camp. It's very hard. As professional journalists, people are used to being critiqued. Your stuff is public, and I think that that's a real good life lesson for them to hear, that people love it, they're going to tell you, they hate it, they're going to tell you, and your advisor, which is me, is going to tell you it's not good enough or go rethink that, and then they have to go back and start again.
So being an advisor, do you see a lot of potential in your students?
Absolutely. I mean, they have just the potential to do anything. They do it all. I mean, the yearbook, for instance, is totally student designed. I mean, it's their book. They pick what goes on the page, they lay it out, they write the stories. My job is to make sure things are like journalistically sound. The broadcast is the same way. I don't usually even know what the stories are, per se, until they come and show me, these are the clips we're thinking about using, and then I'll give them my feedback as to, well, maybe you should have done this, or you need to go rethink that. But we operate as a First Amendment school, which basically means that the students are in charge of all the content. My job is to advise. My job is to look for potential legal issues that they might have done, or to call out and bounce ideas off them. And sometimes when I say no, and I do say no, or it's go do it better. Figure out a way to make me say yes. It's not that I'm telling you no, you can't do it, but no, the way it is right now is not good enough, so you need to go do it better.
Do they take that well?
It depends on the day.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And I saw that your favorite quotes is they are the one that is you can tap into your success or your talents, and then you can tap into other ones you need. And I saw that you can be successful, but it's not because you get lucky. So what do you think
I think
about that?
success is something that you definitely have to work for. It's not just something that happens to you randomly just because fate decided to rain down on you that day. If that was the case, then all my students would be able to wave magic wands and make everything happen. Or as I tell them, I'm like, the answers are not going to drop from the ceiling. So if you're staring at the ceiling like this, you better be asking some questions, especially in yearbook, because nobody's going to look at you staring at the ceiling and stop and go, that person is confused. If you don't ask questions, you just get left behind. And that's a real hard time management lesson for them to learn, that they're kind of on their own and they have to work and stay on top of things.
Well, thanks, Michelle. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after the break with Millennial Social Media Takeover.
When I was 6, my days were spent playing basketball. When I was 6, my dream was to make it to the NBA. When I was 6, my mom had a stroke.
I'm Paul George, and I want you to spot a stroke fast.
F, face drooping. A, arm weakness. S, speech difficulty. T, time to call 911.
Protect the ones you love.
Spot a stroke fast.
Sweetheart, think about your future. Jeff over there did, and just look at him. He saved up, bought a house, he's got a beautiful wife, they even had a fancy pants destination wedding, and oh, they had a baby! Ah! Smart and handsome, ooh la la. Now, I've been saving these frames for pictures of my future grandbabies for years, and the shopping sprees on organic clothing and telephone cases is not helping you save for a family. Oh, gracious! Look at that! He's a model! Oh. I bet you he's putting all that money right into a 401k or his baby's college fund. And his teeth are so straight. See how good saving can look at feedthepig.org. Feed the pig.
Being alone gives me a lot of time to think about how scary the future is. I know I could just purposely walk in uninformed, but if I blindfold myself, I might miss the present and regret not paying attention to the past. Taking time to look around will cause nostalgic pain, but I'd rather not worry about being wet later, as I enjoy standing in the rain. The future will always stay the future. What we used to call the future is now the present, and I'm not so scared of the here and now. I'm even less scared of the past. There will always be a future to be scared of, but the future I'm scared of now will soon be the present. If I pay too much attention to anything other than the present, I might miss it.
And we're back. I'm your host, Bree McLemore, and this is the part of the show where we want to connect with you, our viewers, on social media. So if you haven't already, make sure to follow us on Snapchat, Instagram, and Twitter, #Millennial Media, so you can catch us live in the studio at 5:30. So you seem to dabble in a little bit of everything.
Oh, well, yeah, thank you. No, so I've been making coin rings ever since I think it was like sophomore year. I saw a video on YouTube. It was like a tutorial. I thought it'd be really hard, but it's actually it's not that bad.
Really?
but it's like a narrative kind of. I wanted to make like a poem. I wanted to talk about the future because as a high schooler, as a senior, the future is really scary.
Yeah.
And you know that girl that you saw like earlier, we're not going to see each other probably for 4 years. Or I'll visit her, but she'll be in Texas.
But it's going to be long distance.
Oh, maybe. No,
maybe.
I've never believed in long distance.
Oh,
but
I gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay, but that was really cool. And so, do you sell them or do you just make them for fun?
I just make them for fun. I've recently made a nickel one, which I gave to Kelly, and then I made I'm not wearing it right now, but I made a quarter one, and that was Connecticut coin, because I really like the tree in it.
Really?
And the best part about those coins is you look on the inside, and they got the inlays of regular quarters. So.
Really?
Yeah. It's
okay. I might ask you for one. I might just be like, hey, I
give
need
you one.
Yeah. No. I'll buy it. It's fine. I'll do it.
It's like a 5-hour process.
Really?
Yeah,
oh my God. Never mind. I won't put you through that. That's so long.
Thank you. I really don't want to.
All right. We are going to bring back Alyssa and Michele on stage, and we're going to take our normal selfie that we always do. So come back on the stage. All right. I got tiny arms, so let's try this. Maybe Kane might have to do this. You look like you probably have the longest arms.
Here, we'll go this way.
All right. Oh, God, I'll move this. All right, let's try this.
Ready?
You got it?
1, 2, 3. Hey! Yeah,
Perfect.
let's take a couple. Oh, all right. Thank you.
We got to keep it a variety.
All right.
Well, thank you, everyone, for tuning in to Millennial Media. I'm your host, Aubrielle McLemore. Please catch us next time at 5:30 in the studio, and stay with us live. Make sure you follow us on all of our social networking platforms. Have a good one.